So you guys know that U.S. foreign policy is so bad that even like psycho Donald Trump can improve it, right? Like it's consistently surprising even to me, but it's happened. It's happened in Yemen. It's happened in Syria. I was reminded of this this evening listening to a podcast, the Ezra Klein Show. You should all go listen to this episode of the Ezra Klein Show because he had on Emma Ashford, who is someone I've respected for years, one of the few voices of sanity on U.S. foreign policy in Washington, D.C. And I got to give Ezra Klein credit for inviting her on because clearly, like, she was challenging a lot of his basic assumptions, and he was willing to entertain her and platform her, and I think that was impressive. And it was one thing that Ashford was pointing out was that there's a lot more consistency between Trump and Biden, and specifically the worst aspects of Trump and Biden and even Obama, pointing out how, the tariffs are pretty crap, but also Europe didn't really appreciate having to stop doing business with Iran entirely under Obama during that first sanctions push, and also really didn't appreciate it under Trump again. But foreign policy in the U.S. was so bad under Biden that Donald Trump can improve it, and that is a condemnation of the Democrats that is really profound. I complained on this channel for years about sanctions policy, secondary sanction policy. I was so excited in the first weeks of the Biden administration. They announced that they were going to do a top to bottom review of U.S. sanctions policy. They were going to get their serious legal minds on it. Took them about, I think, did it take them a year, or maybe it only took them 6 months or so, and they had a big announcement. They were rolling it out. It was I think 9 pages long, and it's there are some problems with U.S. sanctions policy. We're going to keep doing exactly what we're doing. And Donald Trump just, got buttered up. We got got $1 billion from Saudi Arabia and decided to end the worst example of the sanctions that we do, which is the sanctions on Syria. That's just, you can easily bribe Donald Trump to have an infinitely better foreign policy than the Biden administration. That's certainly not everywhere, but that's certainly on Syria. So there we have it.